Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, we are from Group 3. We will present second shell explanation text of the life cycle of seahorse and cause and effect explanation text of tsunami. How the life cycle of seahorse? The seahorse is a small species of vertebrate that is found in the tropical shallow and temperate waters around the world. The seahorse is also commonly found around coral reefs where there is plenty of food and places for the seahorses to hide. The seahorses have an amazing life cycle, start from courtship, egg transfer, pregnancy, birth, young, juveniles, and adult.
Seahorses court for several days at a time. The courting ritual involves dancing, changing colors, and winning tails, sometimes more than one male seahorse will compete to win the affection of a female or vice versa. This is to encourage the female to deposit her eggs in it.
The female deposits her egg in the water in order to transfer to the male's pouch. The male releases his sperm directly into seawater to fertilize the egg. They are then embedded in the pouch wall and become surrounded by a spongy tissue. The number of eggs varies between species.
Although the male carries the baby, the initial condition, the pouch, are determined by nutrients provided by the female. But when the eggs are in the pouch, conditions are controlled by the male. He provides oxygen and nutrients through a network of capillaries. The embryos will remain in the pouch for 2 to 6 weeks, depending on species and temperature, as the will develop into fully formed juveniles.
Male seahorse is ready to give birth. He has muscular contraction to expel the young, which are known as fry from the pouch. Newborn measure between 2 and 12 millimeters. Depending on species, the number of young produced range between 100 and 200 for most species, but can be as low as 5 the smaller species, or more than 1,500 for larger species. The fry will often grasp floating or still objects and even each other with their tail.
Also, the young undergo only small changes after emerging from their father. During growth, some body may change, but they don't experience major body changes. Some birds emerge with a small fin, which is loss of time.
Mature male seahorses have the ability to become pregnant anytime during the breeding season, which varies with species. This is thought to be influenced by environmental conditions such as weather, temperature.
What are the cause and effect of the tsunami? The term of tsunami comes from the Japanese, which means harbor two, and wave tsunami. A tsunami is a series of waves generated when water in a lake or a sea is rapidly displaced on a massive scale.
Tsunami can be generated when the spore abruptly deform and vertical displacement of overly water. Such like vertical movement of the earth's crust can of at flat bodies.
Subduction of earthquakes are particularly effective in generating tsunami and occur where denser volcanic plates slip under continental plates.
As the displaced water mass moves under the influence of gravity to regain its equilibrium, it radiates across the ocean like ripple on the pond.
Many tsunamis happen every year, but not all of them are deadly. The deadly one though can have devastating consequences. As a result of this, they can cause loss of human and animal life. On average, about 8,000 people die each year from tsunamis.
Other effect cases of unbelievable property damage, leaving people homeless and devastated. Severe flooding can cause more people to lose their property and could also burn containment areas water supply, leaving it quite hard to find water in affected areas.
The tsunami always brings great damage. Most of the damage is caused by the huge mass of water behind the initial wave fronts. As the heights of the sea keep rising, fast and floods powerful into the coastal area.